We're gonna have a nice afternoon at Universal Studios Florida.
But we have no idea what we're doing.
Hey there, Manthem. We're here at Universal Studios in the original park, and we're here for a nice afternoon.
But we don't know what we're doing. We've made lists for each other that we haven't seen of different tasks we have to complete, different rides, shows, snacks, entertainment, so come along with us. Alan.
Yo.
You are up first.
Awesome.
All right, your mission is to beat me in a game.
Oh, well, sure as heck not Men in Black, but I think, I think the Minions Blaster.
Illuminations Villain Con Minion Blast TM.
Illuminations Villain Con Minion Blast TM. I think I can win that. Illuminations Villain Con Minion Blast TM is the newest attraction to join us at Universal Studios Florida. It is a shooter-style attraction where you get to go on a moving sidewalk through different scenes, carrying your blaster as you attempt to cause the maximum amount of chaos possible to join the Vicious Six, which is currently a band of 5 villains who are really just looking for somebody new to liven up the place ever since booting out their old leader. We've made it to Villain Con, everybody! Now, the high requirement for this ride is no handheld infant. So, that's all you gotta work with. And this attraction utilizes the same kind of technology that you find in the Super Nintendo world, where you take your phone and you can use it to customize the blaster that you are going to use while you are on the attraction, while you're shooting at those different targets throughout. It's very interactive as you shoot for a new high score, and that also helps you level up on this attraction so you can unlock different missions from different villains and get different power-ups and ultimate moves, and I'm a real gamer nerd geeking out for this right now.
These will unlock new modes on your blaster, so you can blast fire, electricity, and maybe even a few surprises. I wouldn't stop ya!
Molly's collecting loot, which is another fun feature that you have with the Universal app. In Minion Land specifically, you can collect a bunch of loot throughout the land by pointing it at these little V6 markings on the wall.
I got Papa Gina.
Huh.
I don't know what that is.
You know what? Nor do I. What I do know is that Minion, I'm sorry, proper nomenclature. Illuminations Villain Con Minion Blast TM is a very fun attraction. One of the shooter styles that I can actually play because it's a physical gun that you carry around and can kind of move and groove around different screens.
And it's not 3D.
That too, it's not 2D. I will say the color part is throwing me off, and it's interesting when you and your neighbors throw elbows. Not that we did that to each other at all.
Despite my vicious playing, I did not win. But I will get better.
You will.
I will get better.
I have faith. It's only a matter of time.
Sigh.
All right, now it's your prompt.
Yes.
All right, Molly.
That's me.
Now you're up.
Air Jaws, please call me by my villain name.
Right. And Professor Blitz here saying to Air Jaws.
Thank you.
You must drink something waterside.
Okay. There's only one option. There's only one place I want to be while drinking something in Universal Orlando, and it just so happens that it's with a water creature.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Here is the water side that I am to drink near. Now, there are several places I could go. I could grab a beer or something at Richter Burger and sit outside. Across the lake there, you've got the Duff Brewery from Springfield with the custom Duff beer. Really, I could go to Starbucks or anywhere and grab something to drink as long as I'm standing next to water. But you all know where we're going. You all know who we gotta see. Picking up some drinks at Chez Alcatraz. This is a bar here located next to my best friend, Bruce the Shark. Chez Alcatraz is known for the Ocean Attack, which is the shark-themed cocktail, which comes with a performance by the fabulous bartenders. And I was happy to drink a themed drink for a themed video, but it's way too sweet for me, so I've ordered something called the Bruce instead this time. This is the Bruce. It's essentially a margarita. It's tequila, Grand Marnier, triple sec, sour mix, and a splash of orange juice. But I told the wonderful bartender that I don't like sweet drinks, and so she took out the sour mix and squeezed a bunch of limes and lemons in there, and then went light on the orange juice and said it shouldn't be too sweet now. So I'm excited to try it. Yep, that is what I want a margarita. It is super refreshing with that freshly squeezed fruit, very tart. You can taste the tequila. I'm impressed, and you know what? I am waterside.
Well done.
And what do you have in this fancy can?
I'm having the Alcatraz Brewing Double IPA. I just couldn't turn down a name like Alcatraz.
Sure.
Plus, it's a double IPA. Why not try it?
Do you know why Alcatraz has anything to do with sharks?
Why?
Because sharks do tend to live in San Francisco, great whites do, and there was rumor that if you escaped, you would get eaten by the sharks. What do you want to face, a shark or
Prison?
prison? I'm facing the shark.
Yeah, shark.
The odds of getting attacked by a shark are so small, might as well try it.
100%.
You're more likely to drown in your own bathtub, Alan, or get hit in the head by a coconut, or get killed by a cow, or bitten by a New Yorker than you are to get bitten by a shark.
All things that could happen in Alcatraz. So, this beer is very dark, very heavy, incredibly crisp and hoppy. So you're getting a lot of that hop flavor forward, and then it sort of malts and melts away, and you are left with that sort of herbaceous hoppiness on the tongue throughout the rest of this. She lingers. You have to like hoppy beers to like this.
Are you ready for your next adventure?
Yeah, I feel like I have to be.
You are to acquire and consume a magical snack, but you have to let a witch or wizard choose it.
I have to acquire a magical snack that is chosen for me by a witch or a wizard.
Any witch or wizard of your choosing, but you do not get to pick what you consume in Diagon Alley.
Got it. Okay. Well, the good news for me as we make our way over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is that there is quite a number of different options of food to consume while there. I mean, you have the Leaky Cauldron, you have Florian Fortescue's ice cream, there's every type of butterbeer known to man. If I wanted to, I could go pick up a sweet treat from Sugar Plums. I mean, really, the world is my oyster. Well, it's not. The world is whatever team member I ask to pick the food for me. It's their oyster. So, can I ask any witch or wizard?
Yep, any witch or wizard, or I guess magical creature of your choosing.
Okay, understood.
Hello there.
Hello, Alan. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. How are you? No one actually asked me, really. So this is Shrunken Ed.
Hello, Shrunken Ed.
Hey man, what's
what's your
happening,
name?
brother?
My name is Alan as well.
Alan!
Alan, what's up, man?
I know it's quite
Nice
the coincidence. Really.
What's happening,
I know.
brother?
Hack circumstance. Who's this with you?
Oh, that's Molly.
Hello.
Hey, Miles.
How are
Wagwan,
you?
fam. Nice to meet you.
You
Nice
too.
to see
Yeah,
Rick
man.
Paparazzi with you.
All the time, all the time. It just follows. I do have a question for you, though.
You have a
What's up,
question?
man?
I'm a touch hungry.
All
We're headed
right.
into Diagon Alley.
Yeah,
Okay.
great idea.
What do you recommend?
Oh, Leaky Cauldron.
Of course, I said
Leaky Cauldron. Yeah.
Any specific dish that is a favorite?
Hey, just don't have the pea soup, all right?
And if you do,
yeah.
make sure
Have
you
that
eat it
before it
before-
has you, you know? Like,
Yeah.
We like to do the cast and slurp with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stupefy,
Yeah,
sir.
right.
Stupefy,
That is a
sir.
lot of casting practice.
It's
I've
a
got
lot
to-
of casting.
You know, actually, funny story, my cousin worked at the Leaky Cauldron.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's head chef.
Oh, they get worse as they go on.
That's
But anyway,
tolerated well.
Yeah.
Alan, did you want to get your photo taken?
Yes,
Absolutely.
please.
Let's go.
All right.
Alan,
There we
thanks,
go.
Miles, then.
2 Allens. Thank you.
Very nice, Alan. Always a pleasure.
Hey, I'll catch you later, darling.
So long, Alan.
So long. Well, Alan, the night bus driver, got us as far as the Leaky Cauldron, but after that, he and Shrunken Head were utterly unhelpful, other than recommending that I go do remedial practice of my stupefy spells, and I'm not sure if I should be insulted, but I'm just not gonna deal with that right now, and just maybe go ask a witch or wizard inside the Leaky Cauldron what they recommend. The Leaky Cauldron is the main quick service restaurant on this side of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter here in Diagon Alley, and it has more traditional fare, so things like shepherd's pie and bangers and mash, than what you would find over in the Three Broomsticks in Hogsmeade. Okay, so, Dory, what should I have here at the Leaky Cauldron?
Do you want food or do you want a drink?
You know what? Both.
Okay. How about the chicken sandwich?
Let's make it happen.
Okay. And the beverage, I'm gonna choose. Let's see. Can I just pick it and?
Absolutely, it'll be a surprise.
It will be surprise.
Surprise me.
Okay, Molly, what do you want?
You get to
Butterbeer.
pick yours. We picked up the specialty chicken sandwich. This is a grilled chicken breast, apple butter mayonnaise, Colby cheese, smoky apple bacon, roasted tomatoes on a house-made specialty bun, served with fries that are quickly being stolen. And we were also recommended to get the fishy green ale, which is smooth and creamy with notes of mint and cinnamon and popping blueberry fish eggs. And what do you have?
Well, Dory said I had to get a butterbeer, so now I have a butterbeer. Not mad about it, though.
Yeah, you're suffering, clearly. Cheers. Oh, I'm a fan of that.
The fries are so good.
Delicious chicken breast, crunchy bacon on top, nice sweet bun. Just a very, very all-around. My meal's disappeared. No, it's back. Just a delicious all-around sandwich. I'm a big fan. Now, I've heard tell that this is polarizing. However, I'm a fan of boba, and I've noticed some blueberry popping eggs at the bottom. I like it. I like it.
Bold.
Minty, cinnamony, refreshing, with a little bit of blueberry. It is sweet. I don't hate it though.
It's definitely one of the most unique things you can drink in the wizarding world.
The blueberry eggs always are surprising me.
And as far as the chicken sandwich goes, I also quite enjoy it. It's not as exciting or unusual as some of the other dishes you can get here, but if you're looking for a good hearty meal, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And you can never go wrong with butterbeer.
All right, we have had sustenance.
Yes.
Now it is your turn.
Butterbeer is sustenance.
And half of my sandwich. All right, next up, I think that you should ride something with a being from another planet.
So we just ate, so we should go on a ride. That is a good plan.
I agree.
Well, I know my answer. Immediately. There's no question what the answer is. But I will discuss some alternatives I could have picked. Could have picked Transformers,
Yeah, that's good right after eating.
which I'm given to understand that the Transformers are aliens. Yes?
Yes, they are.
I don't want to ride that because we just ate, but I do like that ride. I could ride Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl in Simpsons area because those are aliens technically, and it's like Dumbo style attraction. I could ride Beings from Another Planet.
Yeah.
Technically on Jimmy Fallon, you go to space, which we're not gonna do.
No, please.
I will never ride Jimmy Fallon unless needed for some kind of challenge, but it will be against my own will. Which leaves, of course, what we're gonna go do, E.T., the E.T. adventure. It's the only choice. It's the only choice.
You could have mentioned Fast and Furious.
They don't have beings from another planet.
They have to be from another planet. They don't die when normal things would kill them.
They're superheroes, yes, but beings from another planet, I don't think so. Maybe that's what's gonna happen in the 11th. Where else are they gonna go? They already went to
meet
space.
the extraterrestrials.
They went to space, so could happen. You know, I talked a big game with the E.T., and the E.T. adventure is one of my favorite rides in this park. However, I kind of forgot that Men in Black Alien Attack is here, which is also a delight, and I feel like I need to take vengeance on Alan for beating me in VillainCon. So we're gonna do Men in Black Alien Attack, because that, without question, has creatures from another planet on it. It literally is about aliens. It is a shooter-style attraction, similar to Buzz Lightyear, where you're gonna have a laser gun and you are helping out the Men in Black as the aliens attack, as the name would suggest. But unlike Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, you have to put your items in a locker because the ride gets a little swirly, and it has a small height requirement of 42 inches. Vengeance.
That bonus will do it, huh?
Yeah, at the end, when you are going towards the really big monster and you see Will Smith, start smashing that button. They tell you not to hit the button. Don't listen, because if you hit it before Will Smith agrees finally that you should, you might get the 100,000 point bonus, which I did.
I listened to Will Smith. I didn't.
You shouldn't listen to him. All right, Alan,
Yes.
you are to drink something exclusive.
Okay. There are a number of exclusive drinks that you can get at the Universal Parks. if we were in Islands of Adventure, I would be going for the Jurassic Park Isla Nublar IPA because that's my favorite. But here we either have Duff beer or we go back into the Wizarding World, into Diagon Alley and get a Wizarding World exclusive brew. However, I've only had a Duff brew once, so I think I want to try it again.
So what you're telling me is we are picking The Simpsons over Harry Potter.
Now here in Springfield, you can find a number of delights, I guess. I gotta be honest with you, I've never watched an episode of Simpsons, but that doesn't mean that I can't appreciate the level of theming that has gone into this section of the park, nor does it mean that I can't appreciate the fact that they have an exclusive beverage here in Duff and Duff Light. And during the fall, they also offer Duff Oktoberfest. Now, the fall is not right now, as it is currently the surface of the sun outside, but I will be picking up a Duff Light. Okay, cheers. That's just a solid light lager.
Yeah, it tastes like a Heineken or a Stella, just any light beer.
And that's not a bad thing.
It's crisp and refreshing for as much as I was shading Alan for picking this. It is on a really hot day. It's nice because the beers all in Harry Potter are a little bit heavier, and this is nice on a hot day. So credit where credit's due.
Yep. Cheersies.
Clank.
You know you're up next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. All right. I don't know why you're petting the bear.
He's sleeping.
Oh, yeah. Wake up the bear. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Molly.
Yeah.
Your mission, because you have to accept it,
Great.
is to ride a ride without screens.
Ride a ride without screens.
Yes.
That's interesting. Now, a lot of people don't like Universal because they say it has too many simulator attractions. And while it does have a fair share, I think there's plenty without screens. And when I initially heard that, I had an idea. And now I think I have a better idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's roll.
Yeah. Now, choosing something without a screen here in Universal Studios Florida Park means I do have to unfortunately eliminate Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, which is the Harry Potter ride here. It is a moving roller coaster through practical sets, but they also use screen effects. It unfortunately means, I can't ride the Simpsons ride. What a bummer. Can't ride the Jimmy Fallon ride. I can't ride Transformers or Fast and the Furious, which is a bummer because I love Fast and Furious. I could ride Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl. I could ride Men in Black Alien Attack, again, I guess. I could ride Rip Ride Rocket. I initially thought about riding The Mummy, Revenge of the Mummy, one of my other favorite attractions in this park, a really awesome roller coaster dark ride hybrid. But then I thought, I've already skipped over my friend E.T. once today, and I'm not doing that again. So we are headed to the E.T. Adventure, the last remaining opening day ride in this park. It is a fever dream of epic proportions, and I love it. So we're gonna go see E.T. and save the Green Planet. Now you may notice that there's a lot of construction going on over here. That's because they are completely redoing this section of the park, which used to be themed to Woody Woodpecker and Fievel and other Curious George, Barney shows kids don't really watch anymore. They're retheming it to a different family area that's gonna be featuring DreamWorks characters. So Shrek, Trolls, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda. I'm pretty excited about it because I'm a big fan of the Trolls, but don't worry, E.T.'s not going anywhere. E.T. is a dark ride with a 34-inch height requirement where you are going to ride one of the flying bikes as seen in about the last 15 minutes of E.T. In fact, the first half of the attraction is the last 15 minutes of the movie, and then you go to E.T.'s home planet and you realize that Steven Spielberg has interesting dreams. He actually helped develop this attraction. You'll see him in the pre-show where he explains the mission to you. But one of the coolest things about E.T. Adventure is the fact that E.T. can say your name. So when you meet the team members and they hand you your intergalactic passport, make sure you say your name and listen up when you see E.T. on the ride. There's a particular smell in this attraction. You get it when you get into the pre-show and then through here. But when you get into the forest, it just smacks you in the nose with the force of 1,000 suns. It's amazing.
Well, you know,
Trying to ride the train.
there are a couple of things that are consistent.
Yeah.
Life, death, taxes, and that weird feeling you get when you get off ET.
I love that ride, even though
yeah.
it is weird, but I just love welcome home.
You've arrived.
Yeah, it's nice. You should ride it.
It's great.
Yeah. All right, Alan.
Final round.
One final task for you. You must purchase something.
Okay.
It must be themed to a movie. And that movie must have come out in the 20th century. Read before the year 2000. But also after the year 1900. So no Shrek, no Minions, no Harry Potter.
I have a couple ideas, but it looks like we're headed to the front of the park again. What a beautiful score. As we continue our delightful jaunt through the park, let's acquaint ourselves with some of the IP that would be in the 20th century, at least the ones that I would recognize most notably here. That would be things like Jaws, Back to the Future, E.T., Jurassic Park is a really, really good one. I think those are my big four. If the tribute store is still open, we're going there. The Jurassic Park tribute store, and well, tribute stores in general, are a tribute to the IPs that are mentioned. In this case, we have Jurassic Park, and Molly has found a parka, poncho, towel?
I think it's for children,
You know what? That adds up.
but I love it.
But it is a store that is packed with memorabilia and props from the IP mentioned. In this case, it is Jurassic Park, as well as unique merchandise that you can find, often legacy merchandise of that particular IP. Dino DNA. Now, Molly has done a video with the Jurassic Park tribute store, and it was covered more in depth. I am looking very specifically for either a t-shirt or a tank top that I, one, want, and two, do not yet own. And oh, look at this Velociraptor.
Mr. Arnold?
Oh, Mr. Arnold, your arm. Now, this shirt is neat, and I can't help but acknowledge Dr. Ellie Sadler as a duck.
We have Dr. Alan Graves as a duck at home. Do we need Ellie Sadler too?
I also have Quint as a duck.
I also have Brody and Hooper. Is this a thing we collect now? Do
Apparently,
we collect ducks?
apparently we collect ducks. Do I need a Mr. Rogers cardigan?
Yeah, I think I love it.
I mean, it's Florida, so I'll get to wear it all the time. Wow.
Ooh, a
Wow.
crop?
Well, if you want that, you can get it.
Well, it's not my task.
I have that sweater. I love that sweater.
You know all this stuff will be in the new store too. The
Wait.
Universe store.
Then we have to go there.
Okay.
Look at all this memorabilia, though.
I know, I love the watch that spits at you because it's the Dilophosaurus. That's my favorite.
We do love a watch that spits. I have to say, thank you to Molly for mentioning the Universe store because I had forgotten that it had opened. This is a new store that has opened here, and it has all of the sort of trendy high fashion, fashionable, yeah, better, bits of clothing that you can find in here that are collaborations with a lot of very popular IP. As Molly mentioned, you can find a lot of the different Jurassic Park clothing that I saw in the tribute store here as well, but it also looks like you have things like the classic monsters, the Bride of Frankenstein, Jaws, E.T. I even saw some Fast and the Furious stuff packed away into the corners here. Wow. I have some choices to make. I lied. I don't think I actually do have a choice to make. I think I'm going to get the Amity Swim Club shirt. That feels awesome. And yes, I know it's not a tank top, but I mean, come on. That's incredible.
While Alan's off buying what I would agree is an amazing t-shirt. Look at this sweatshirt. It says, "This was not a boat accident," in one of Hooper's famous lines. It's a nice tan color. It's got the shark on it. And it's got the orca sinking on it. Like, just because I don't have the challenge to buy something right now doesn't mean I can't. You know what I mean? Because they also have this really cool long sleeve shirt of the shark. And they also have a swimsuit, which is mint, so that means nothing to me. But they also have this hat that says "Bite Me." And they also have this long sleeve t-shirt, which I actually bought in California. But then they have a tie-dye shirt. There's so many good Jaws-related choices here. Look how it's like the poster matched with the mechanical shark.
It's very cool.
Is this going to be one of those moments like in the Disneyland version where we both had written the same thing and yours is also to buy merchandise from the 20th century?
No. Mine is for you to buy a treat from a beloved franchise that is not Harry Potter.
Okay, I'm either going back to the tribute store to get a Jurassic-themed snack or I'm going across the street. Okay, I may go back to the Jurassic Park tribute store because they have an entire bakery case full of Jurassic Park treats. Just certainly a beloved franchise, not Harry Potter. But also, there's the little Studio Sweets store right here on the corner, right at the entrance of the park, and they have a full bakery case. And usually some of those treats are themed to characters, so I'm gonna see what they have. Let's see, they've got a variety of fudge, but none of that is themed. Pretzels, those look great. Apples, s'mores. They do have a Minion apple and a Minion s'more. They have some whoopie pies, both big and small. Cookies. This giant peanut butter cookie looks amazing, but that's not themed to anything. Marshmallow wands, Rice Krispie treats. Thing One cupcakes, Minion cupcakes, and Jaws fish bowls, which are either red velvet or chocolate. And they have a gummy shark on top. LOL, joke's on us because we're headed back to the tribute store. I considered the Jaws fishbowl cakes for a moment, but I don't really like blue frosting. I don't want that much cake. And I considered getting it anyway just to keep the bowl, but that feels wasteful. So we're back at the tribute store to find a Jurassic treat. Truly, I love the tribute stores though. I think they're so fun and they're so detailed and you should walk through them even if you don't intend on buying anything. This one will be closing soon to make way for Halloween Horror Nights. Alan, do you want to take your picture on the toilet?
In general, no. Right here? Sure.
Look scared. Nailed it.
Crushed.
Okay, we're headed back to the treat case to figure out what I'm gonna get. I'm a simple gal when it comes to treats, and so many theme park treats look so delicious, but are often just a little too dramatic for me. I'm just looking for something that will not only look beautiful, but actually be tasty. I'm considering the cookie dough eggs because they're just cookie dough, and who doesn't love that? I love a cookie, so maybe the Dino DNA cookie or the Jurassic Park logo cookie. I'm gonna ask what flavor this whoopie pie is too. I went for the egg, the cookie dough egg, because she said the whoopie pie was just vanilla with plain buttercream, but it was cute. Too boring. And they had chocolate vanilla or peanut butter, which is the one I got of the eggs.
You like it?
It's just cookie dough. It's a little softer than if you were to make cookie dough, but it's peanut butter cookie dough. What's not to like? It's got a nice chocolatey exterior. Now, even though the Jurassic store will be closing at some point, typically all tribute stores follow the same formula as far as the treats go. They do the cookie dough balls, they do the apples, they do the s'mores, they do the fudge, etc., etc. And if you want just a little sweet, it's not a bad choice. Well, friends, that brings us to the end of our list challenge game here in Universal Studios Florida. Let us know where else you'd like to see us play.
Yeah, in the meantime, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and then join us on Discord. All those links are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been so magical. Bye!
Bye! I like that shirt.
I want to go ride the villain ride again. I'm gonna win this time.
Yeah, it's true. Let's go.